All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is May 3rd. We got ourselves a Friday. Happy Friday to everyone out there. We got two NBA playoff games for tonight. In today's video, or this video, we're going to be diving into game number 6 of the Magic and the Cleveland series, in which Cleveland leads 3-2. We'll have a separate video posted for the Dallas and LA game as well. But in this video, we're going to go through the spread. I'm going to give you my lean on that. I'll give you my lean on the total, and then I have a player prop that I'm liking as of right now as well. But as always, keep an eye on the pinned comment to see what we end up rolling with as our final plays, as in what I actually roll with myself. In terms of yesterday, another good NBA night. So the Bucks and the Pacers game, we had Ben Shepherd over 4.5 points. That's the only one that does not come through. The Knicks and the Sixers game, we absolutely swept the board. Now Shepherd, of all people, over 4.5 points, kills us having to pull out, kills us being able to pull out the money gun and celebrate the sweep. But I will take the 4-0 night in the Sixers and Knicks game, and only one play in the other game that didn't hit. Like a 4-1 night, I'll definitely still take overall. So let's go. Let's carry that momentum into this game. We had a really good night on Wednesday as well. So maybe a little NBA heater here, as if the whole season, in my opinion, wasn't an absolute heater. But we also got some good news here for the ride of the day from my man Colin. Has OG Anunoby over 14.5 points. Anunoby finished with what, 19, something like that. So shout out to Colin here. If you guys don't know what the ride of the day is, all you got to use is hashtag ride of the day in the comments. I jump on board with one person's pick and give you a shout out in the next video, win or loss. I also give you a shout out over on my Twitter. If you guys do want to follow me there, it'll pop up right here throughout the show. In fact, what timing, there it is. So go ahead and follow me there. But yeah, if you win, we continue to ride with your picks. So Colin, looking forward to seeing what you throw at us today. Let's get another fire pick out there, but make sure you guys use that hashtag ride of the day in the comments. All right, like I said, one game to dive into in today's video. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button as well. You guys have been awesome, absolutely electric as of late. So go ahead and keep that up. But starting with the spread here in this spot, again, this is game number 6. Cleveland leads 3-2, but it's just been the home team that has won each and every time. And from what I've watched in this series and the games that we've seen, like, it seems like this is a 7-game series, right? A type of game that goes to 7, and I would probably still say Cleveland in 7. But for them to get to 7, that means the Magic would have to win tonight, which that's going to be the slight lean that I have here. -4. Both times that they won at home, it was a 121-83 and then a 112-89. So both times they've won now in this series, they've been able to cover that. And it seems like I said, the biggest thing I keep reverting back to is the fact that the home team has won every game in the series. We've seen that historically. Like, that happens plenty in playoff series, right? The minute someone steals one on the road is when the series can kind of change up and almost go out of funk. But we really haven't seen that yet. So it's not the hardest spot to predict for me. The only thing is, I do think Cleveland's the better basketball team. So it's almost like we were talking about New York versus Sixers last night. Could they just close it out? Because it's like, hey, let's just be the better basketball team. One game, let's get it over with. Sure, but so far I haven't seen that discrepancy as much in this series. Orlando should be able to win the rebounding game, the points in the paint battle, as well as definitely when it comes to defending the perimeter. So I think that they have a little bit of an edge here, especially when they are at home. Give me them minus the 4 points as a lean. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not sure if that makes its way into being a final play, because the little like devil on my shoulder over here is like, this Cleveland team's the better team, Ev. You know it. You know they're the better team. Why wouldn't they just close them out today? That is speaking to me, but I do think that this is a decent matchup, especially at home for the Magic here. A play that I could consider being a final play, and maybe it's because we're on a little bit of a totals heater here, but the total right now, 199 over on Caesars, 199.5 on Caesars for -105 odds. I know these two teams are playing super slow, but we've started to see some overs cash. We hit the Sixers and Knicks over 2 or 3 nights ago and it went to overtime. Then we hit the Celtics and Heat over, and then last night we hit the Sixers and Knicks over again. That's 3 overs that we're capitalizing on, and all we're kind of doing here is waiting, because these series have been so defensive, waiting for these lines to get down to like it is today, 199.5. So I'm going to lean towards the over. Now, I admit that if there's any two teams in the entire playoffs still that are going to be able to have like a football type score game where it's like, 27-17 for the entire damn game, it's these two teams. But when I see 199, it's still like a shiny ornament on the tree, and I got to go grab it. So give me the over, 199.5. I know the graphics is 200, but give me the over in this spot. My player prop, let's go ahead and dive into, actually, before we do that, I want to talk to you about Sleeper because they do have a free square out as of right now for the second game, Luka Doncic. If you guys are not signed up for Sleeper, go ahead and try it out. You are missing out if you're not, and it's available in your state. You can combine 2 or more player props into a slip, and the more you win, the more you get paid out. It's pretty damn simple. It's a complete player prop app, and they're dropping free squares and discounted squares all the time. Just like new users getting this Luka square, 0.5 points. The dude had 30 plus last game. So go check out Sleeper, guys. I love the fact that they have unique payout multipliers for each and every pick. It's not like they just follow a fixed payout structure, and they have so many plays and alternate lines and everything over there. Go check out Sleeper. If you're not on it, you are seriously missing out. I'm using this thing daily, as you guys know, if you follow me on other socials. So jump on board, go check out Sleeper. Link in the pinned comment. Oh, you'll also get your first deposit matched up to $100. Absolute no-brainer. But let's jump into the player prop portion of today's video here. And like I said, as of right now, I only have one, and it's going to be Jalen Suggs under 13.5 points. You could see head-to-head here. He's only gone over this once in the last, 10 or, 8 or so. And that was in game number, what was that? Game number, I want to say game number, if this is 5-4, game number 3. Right? And overall, that took overtime for him to do it too. But in terms of what he did in that game, he shot 82% from the field. The only time he's gone over, he shot 80. Like, it's not a foul shot, hit rate, right? Like, he shot 82%. I don't see that happening again. Obviously, Cleveland is a decent perimeter defense with Mitchell out there and even Garland to some degree. So, he's come damn close multiple times, 13 and 13, and these are all within that series. So I understand that this could be a spot in which it's like, hey, a little iffy there, but you don't really know what you're getting out of him. Like, he's sometimes shooting the ball really well, sometimes shooting it poorly. Even again, look, 60% from 3 in that 24-point game. So unless he plays his balls off again, I don't necessarily see it hitting. He had 39 minutes in that last game. Did that game go to OT as well, or am I making that up? I don't know if that yeah, I don't know if this game went to OT. I might be thinking of the Sixers Knicks, but regardless, minutes played here, 39 minutes in this spot, only 13 points, and he shot 36% from the field. He's going to give you about 40% from the field, but I don't necessarily think that he's going to go out there and shoot a lot. And even when he does shoot a lot, like, this is a Cleveland defense that can make it difficult for him. So give me Jalen Suggs, -110 on MGM, but honestly, all these sportsbooks have decent odds for it. ESPN, -115, Caesars, -115, FanDuel, -118, like DraftKings, -118. So you can definitely get some decent value on Suggs, regardless of how you want to play it. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Jalen Suggs under 13.5 points. Again, we might throw some more player props your way. Just keep an eye on the pinned comment, but that's what we're rolling with for now in this game. Slight lean towards the Magic. I do like the over. We might be another sucker for that one. And then Jalen Suggs is under 13.5 points. Guys, make sure you're liking the video, hitting that subscribe button as well, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.